All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good day to all Biafrans, wherever you are and wherever you're joining us from today. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only Ogbonge confirmation YouTube platform that gives you all issues ranging and happening in Biafran land. Yes, we are the number one news platform that gives you all the quality news and information as it is hot in Biafran land. And currently, it is hot as it is happen. Who is your hero? That is the big question that I'm about to ask every Biafrans all over the world. Who is your big hero? Because so many have come, so many have also gone. But the reality is that currently we have a hero who is making sure that the mantle of leadership and the freedom of all Biafran is being carried to another level. His name is Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoko, and he is live once again, dropping a back-to-back news and information to all Biafrans, answering their questions. You don't understand the sacrifice that that Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoko of Biafran land is given to all Biafrans. Just the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendo gave out himself willingly to Biafrans. Look at the way the Nigerian government are ridiculing our leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of what he brought out himself, he left the goodness of life, he left the flexing of life, he left everything back, he packed them out so that we may accomplish this mission that has looked as if it's actually impossible to accomplish. The same way and in a better pattern, the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá took up that mantle of leadership after Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, and he is doing the needful in a very unique fashion. That is the reality. So when I ask the question of who is your hero, I know what I'm asking. Because he is a hero. He has proven himself over and over to be one. Let me tell you the truth. If anything should happen and Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, is not around, which we reject, the reality is that his name is already in the history book of Biafra. His name is already in the history book of Biafra. And let me tell you the reality. The Nigerian government will not forget a man who has actually tormented them and revealed and exposed their evil. They will never forget the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. That is the history that he said he wants to make. And he's working towards that actualization. Bet me and go and market that freedom that he has promised you guys is going to come sooner or later. That is just the reality. So where do you stand? That is the big question. I stand with freedom. I stand with hero. This is Let's Talk TV. Always show your support and always help us to share these informations, because these informations are unique and very important to all Biafrans. Let them know what is happening. Let them know the reality. Let them know that freedom that we seek is ongoing. And let them know about the referendum voting, because we must actually participate in making sure that this freedom comes as quickly as possible. Despite what you feel, despite what you think, despite what you believe, the reality is that people are actually sacrificing themselves, and these people are making Biafrans proud all over the world. Enjoy this wonderful piece from the Prime Minister himself, giving some legit and important information to all Biafrans.
Somotu Chukwu, I don't know the meaning of that. Is she afraid to be a Biafran? Because Chukwu means it's something that is synonymous to Biafra. So Aisha has always been a mole, is used by the Nigerian government. So nobody should. I'm just saying that I want you to make a reference to this middle name that she's got so that she can be exposed for who she is. She's just frightened that Biafra is on his way, and that is the same thing every one of them is doing currently. So that's my question. Thank you, Pastor Van Van Van, for allowing me to make this comment.
Thank you.
Sorry, I did not understand the question.
The question is that Aisha has a middle name that has is called
Chukwu.
Somoto Chukwu. So I wanted you to make a comment about that.
Somto Chukwu. She's from Igodo. Somto Chukwu is her name.
Yes, Somto Chukwu. It means because this is where, because she's from Agbede in Edo State, which is Edo State. So this is what we have been saying, that we are all the same. So why is she having? I mean, you can't really answer the question because you are not you are not her parents. But I just wanted you to make a comment on that. That is her middle name that she's got.
Well, I'm not aware of her middle name.
Yeah, that's the middle name in the paper.
Yeah, and one thing you know that well, if that is her middle name in the paper, then you know, she's deceiving herself. But I don't think the question is something I'm going to address because it doesn't have any connection with me. Anybody can answer anything, you know, to deceive herself or some people. So her name can be anything, but I don't want to start saying that she's a Biafran and all that. So I don't want to go into that. I have just responded to what she said, and we'll leave it at that. So if she's a Biafran or her name is whatever Tonchuku, I don't care. We have seen people, even speaking Igbo more than many of us, and they are not Igbo people. They are not a Biafran. So the name does not mean anything to me. She can be anything. Thank you.
Thank you, PM, and thank you, Claire James. Yeah, very important that has been clear. Rage and Fury, has your network got the chance to allow you open your mic and come with your question?
Pastor Papa, thank you very much. I hope I'm coming out.
You're coming out clear. Go ahead.
Correct. My Prime Minister, the Biafra Eblara, the man we call from Isoko Agbadagruru. Also, I scribe body for you. You they make us proud, you understand? God bless you for all that you are doing. Within 60 seconds, I go make my submission and ask my question as they hold. Make it a bomb, you understand? My submission is that Simon Èkpá no good. Simon Èkpá is that. His enemies are looking for their heads to kill. But the idea of Simon Èkpá, the Chief of Defense Staff, is using it by saying for the first time in Nigeria that the database is very important. That we have never heard. That is the idea of the Prime Minister of the Biafra people. And the governor of Abia, is it Alex Oti, is even copy another one that they are abolish. So, which is also the idea of the Prime Minister. You see how human beings deceive themselves. That is that. Man, work with my time. People like them, Asha Yesufu, these are people that deceive young people who think that they had leader leading them during NSAS, and they led those young people to go and die Trøuble. You understand? The blood of those children, the blood of those youth will continue to haunt them, and nothing they will do in this life that will be very good and go well with them. Thank you very much. So my question is very brief. I want to ask about the satellite TV and radio. The question is, when, for those of us that are not in Biafra land, but we are in Nigeria, can we receive the Biafra radio, the satellite radio via our phone? Can we also receive the satellite radio via our phone? Second question is, can this Biafra satellite TV be received from GoTV? Like if you have GoTV now, you understand? Can you receive it from there? Those are my few questions. I drop the mic as people.
I think the Biafra satellite TV You can receive it on Amos TV. I think.
You understand? Fire down.
Yeah, the Biafra satellite TV can be received on Amos TV. You know what is Amos TV? And then also the satellite radio. Once you receive the Amos TV, you can also receive the satellite radio. Through your phone, you can as well listen to it. But as we go on, when this radio is, we have installed them in different states. Many of these questions will be answered by the information that will be coming from the technicians. But at this point, the satellite can be received through the Amos TV. I don't know whether there are other ways to receive it apart from the Amos TV, but we have posted this particular video on how to install it in your homes, and these videos are there on our page. So if you go there, watch the video, step-by-step installation guide, you are going to whatever question you have about how to install or where to find it is there to the question answered itself, because there is guide step-by-step on how to install it. And we have posted that video several times. So some of you should be able to be on our page at least once a day to know what is happening. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I understand that very well. Isoko Urubu and the Prime Minister, I understand. The President of Nigeria, Biafra, and Biafra, I understand. Why you vote, why support the Prime Minister? Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Respect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for translating that into our modern tongue, and the home front people are getting it clear and as they hot, like you said. Thank you very much. All right, so we'll move. We have Chukwumeze. Chukwumeze, please unmute yourself and bring your question as quickly as you can. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Van. Good evening, my honorable Prime Minister. Good evening to all honorable ministers in the House and all well-meaning Biafrans and our friends of Biafrans. Thank you for this opportunity. I just want to, first of all, before I proceed to my question, just thank my Prime Minister for all that he's doing. You understand? That direction of that eagle eye that we are looking for is here. And we can see how fast we are moving. Thank you so much. Thank you for all that you're doing for us. I mean, Chukwu Kabim, I continue to bless you. So my first question is this. I want to ask, Prime Minister, on the last press conference you had, you were saying something that you never sleep, but yet you smile. I want to ask, how do you do this? And also, second question goes like this. I know that Africa has always been a corrupt place, and that is why those who own Nigeria and are using Nigeria to perpetrate what they are perpetrating on the indigenous people have to wait for our leader to get into Africa before they can do what they want to do to him. That's kidnapping. I want to ask, knowing the fact that Africa is very corrupt, and in regards to we dragging Nigeria to court, so I want to know, like, how is this going to affect us in terms of their corruption if Nigeria decide not to show up or even not to answer to that court hearing? And the final question I want to ask, I know sometimes in the past, during the time that the economic team of Biafra was unveiling how the budget of Biafra is going to be. So I want to know, just me being curious, because I know what we are trying to do is to free our slave from both the hands of the Fulani and neo-colonialists. When it comes to setting up a new nation, I know money is needed to fund this nation. How does Biafra intend to start with? Are we still going to go back to all these neo-colonial organizations like the World Bank? That's how to get loans from them, so that, because I don't want anything that will have any external influence. I want Biafra to be run by the Biafran people, and every decision that will be taken should be taken by the consent of Biafran people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a very important question, but at the same time, we are open to the present. So what we decide now may not be what we're going to decide at the verge of independence of Biafra. So on the issue of economy is something that we are going to be doing in the present. It's not in anticipatory. So if I answer you now, we are going to have, of course, we cannot be isolated at the same time. So the IMF is the organization that however you want to be, you must have something to do with them. So at the same time, what we should be focused on is the way of negotiation on the agreement, but the Biafra people are going to, present and put on the table. We have what we call in Igbo adage says, the person that carries the palm trees, that the goat follows the person. So Biafra has the palm tree. The IMF has to follow us because we have what they are looking for. So now is that those that are going to be negotiating for the Biafra will be expect that we only negotiate for the interest and only the interest of Biafra people. It is Biafra first before anything. And that's why our own is going to be very different. So we cannot be isolated, and at the same time, we are going to make sure that if we go into any treaty or any agreement with any international organization, it must be for the interest of Biafra first, because we have what they are looking for. And we understand that very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. Amichukwu Kabema, continue to bless you, give you the wisdom and the strength to continue to lead us. Thank you. I yield my mic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Chukwumeze. Thank you so much. All right, Helen Peters, please grab the mic. 60 seconds, please. Go ahead, Helen Peters.
Thank you very much, my brother. Bam, may God bless you. And my appreciation to our Prime Minister. God continue to empower you and strengthen you. We appreciate you for all you are doing for us. As for that lady, Aisha Yusufu, she is a Biafra from the northern Edo State. She has never used her voice one day to voice out for the poor people they are killing in her own state. Her own state has been ravaged by this uncircumcised Fulani. But because she's married to them, she's comfortable living.
The goddess is in the house. Please grab the mic, please.
Thank you, my minister, and minister, our own information minister. Please, all protocols. I greet you, Your Excellency, Mazi Simon Èkpá. I'm coming from another angle, please. Don't laugh, oh. I just want to ask you, since this mass exodus of voting by the Biafrans, are you drinking wine or are you just drinking water? That's my question. Thank you. Because me, I'm drinking wine here.
I have not started drinking. I'm still in the mathematics table.
Please, you have to drink.
Thank you. Mouthpiece, is that all you've got to ask?
Yes, that's after everyone saying everything I want to say, so I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mouthpiece. Thank you very much. All right, Success is here. Success, bringing you in. As soon as you come in, please grab the mic. As soon as you come in. Triple MI, please go ahead. You've got 60 seconds, please.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Van. I thought you just forgot me. My able Prime Minister, the hope of Biafrans, the only one that restored so many lives in Biafra land. When people thought that all hope is lost, you came and restored all of our hope. Both those that is sick, everybody wakes up. Thank you, my able Prime Minister. Biafra will speak about you. As we remember of other past heroes, Aga Acosta na Biafra land. Now, my question is this, my able Prime Minister. You know, Chukwu Maeze tried to touch it, but he never presented it the way I wanted it. In regards to the petition against the zoo in AU. Now, as we know, Africa as a corrupt country, if the stipulated time they're supposed to invite the zoo and they fail to do that, and it happens to get to our redeclaration date, is there in any way the effect of that will affect our redeclaration, or we still go ahead to do what we are supposed to do? That is my question. Thank you very much, my PM.
Thank you very much. It is not going to affect us, rather, it is even going to give us more backup. What we are doing is that we have demanded that the African Union Court, the AU Court, rectify this particular referendum. And then not only the referendum, proceeding to this referendum, we go to the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, which we made very clear to them on, in the filing. We've also given them the date of the proposed declaration. So our next phase is for them to also rectify the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We have 5 countries that recognized Biafra during the 60s. They have not denounced that recognition. So we are going to activate that immediately from the 2nd of December. What we are doing is, if Nigeria decided not to honor the African Union, which we are not bothered about, but it is a call for calamity. So the only way to avert the calamity is for Nigeria government, the terrorist of Nigeria, to address every demand made on that particular document. If they fail to do that, the calamity will be for Nigeria. I'm telling you, and we made it very clear that the only way to avoid the calamity that's about to befall Nigeria is to respond, and not only responding, but also that they must meet the demand of the Biafra government. And it is very, very clear from point 1 to 17 also. Very, very clear. So we are not expecting them to do any magic, but at the same time, it is a formality. It is also the right step which you have taken, because the next thing people will do is that, have you used all the remedy available? So the remedy, one of the remedies is what we have done now. And of course, like we said, if you do not do this, calamity will be for Nigeria. And that is the final thing. So we wait for them so that somebody will not say, did you do this? Did you not do that? We have done everything, and this is one of them. And remember, just like our attorney said, this is the only time Biafra has a well-organized government, that the international community will respond to on anything. And this is it. So recognition on government in exile is always something that is very difficult, but it is going to come when you hit the right target. And that's what we are not missing any target at all. So don't worry about, people should not be flogging about whether Nigeria is going to respond, whether they're not going to respond, whether Africa is corrupt or whether they're not corrupt. We don't care. We are using one stone to kill many birds. So they respond, good. They don't respond, the liberation continues in a different level. But the only thing is that when they ask you, what have you done before you come to do this we are doing, you will remind them and make reference to how all the remedies you have used, both the political solution, both the diplomatic solution, both the legal solution, and then coming to your self-defense, leading to the armed struggle